it's Froggy, and I'm back again with another episode of C14 Dating. So we are in the lab right now with Hendrik. And I'm gonna go ahead and start. Here we have our tools: toothpick, brush, craft stick, cloth, and the water sieve. Remember that we're dealing with mostly fragile objects, and it'd be too time-consuming to clean each one perfectly. The idea is to make the object recognizable. Luckily, you're cleaning a piece of shirt, so let's wash it off in the sieve. In this minigame, you must pick tools to get as close to the target force as possible. Each tool has a different force. Okay. Hover over each tool to see what it is. Then select the bucket sieve tool. Well, I'm assuming this is the sieve, yeah. Cloth, toothpicks, brush, craft sticks. Okay. There we go. There we go. I'm going to use the cloth to wipe it down. Now select the cloth tool. Although you can't see the rest of the tools as forces, their value will always go lowest to highest from top left to bottom right, i.e. 2, 3, 4, 7, 9. Okay? It looks pretty clean now, just a bit of dirt in the crevices. You can select up to as many tools as you want. However, for this tutorial, you can only pick 3 in total. Choose your last tool. Target force is 20, so 9. Uh-oh, how much was the cloth? 9. Craft sticks? Oh, thank God. 7, 9, 4. Okay. Compare the target force to your force. How close did you get? Right on. Yay! You unlocked a new journal entry. Chart. Great job. You will unlock new journal entries and stat bonuses whenever you get good results, but don't let your stress get too high, else you won't get as many chances to clean. There, done. Great. You can let it dry off before writing on it. I feel there's a bit of luck involved. Each game starts with randomly generated forces that can be anywhere between 1 and 9. Again, values always go lowest to highest from top left to bottom right. It is. Some sturdy-looking bones start crumbling as soon as you touch them, and some are already in awful condition. I'd rather see a slightly dirty object intact than a clean, broken one, if that makes sense. The goal is to either match your target force or get within 4 points below it. If you go over, the object will break. So don't push it if you feel that's as clean as it'll get. You got it. Oh, excuse me. I need to help another student. No problem. Thanks, Hendrik. Now for the next one. And it's not a rock this time. Hendrik drifted away to answer questions from other students while I gingerly unwrapped one of the items in the tinfoil. It was a tiny tooth with only minimal dirt attached to the root. At least this was an easy one to work with. I dunked a toothbrush into the water and began to scrub it. I dried it off and set it on the cloth, then uncapped the ink bottle and then neatly dipped the nib into it. Gently, gently. I had barely touched the tooth with the nib when a giant splotch of ink dispersed and penetrated the root. It now resembled a squished black spider. I cleaned the nib and scraped the blotch off the best I could. It seemed to work, but it also scratched into the tooth. It's harder than it looks. I'm already missing the cave. Of course, this was where the real discoveries would take place, where everything was cataloged and identified for future examination. I would also be graded for my lab work, so it wasn't something that I could avoid entirely. Time to see if I can finish this one at least. I failed in the lab. Ah, jeez. You have 5 more objects to clean in the lab today. Good luck. Oh, jeez. Okay, so target force is 16. And I can't see anything. 6. I mean, if this is a 5, 11, that wouldn't be bad. Wait, oh, it's not letting me do it. Okay, and a brush? You were 8 points off. That's still too dirty. Uh-oh. Okay. 8. I'm nervous. Maybe? 23. Oh, you were only 1 point away. Nice and clean. Yay. Okay, so I got 1. 8. Cloth. A craft stick. 18. You were only 2 points away. Nice and clean. Good. Okay. 20 again. This one's 8. What if I do like these 3? 16. You were 4 points off. That's still too dirty. Oh, I thought that I was able to. Okay. 9. I don't know. Oh, that's too much force. You broke the object. Oh no. You didn't do a very good job today. Oh geez. Hendrik is gonna be so mad. What kind of bone is this? A tooth? It was the size of the palm of my hand, with a wave-like ridges on the outside. Who should I ask? Ask Hendrik, ask Sherry. No, we should ask Hendrik. No, wait. He's a geologist, so he deals with... Sherry? Sherry, I have a question. Yes? What bone is this? It looks like a tooth, but... I handed it to her, and she turned it over, examining it closely. Why, it's a tooth of a woolly rhinoceros. An upper molar, to be exact. How can you tell? Their molars have very characteristic shape if you look at the ridge here. It's like a W. Right. You see this in horse teeth as well. It helps with shearing, though, plant material. Still, you identified it so fast. Once you've worked with hundreds of them, it becomes second nature. What are you looking at? Have we discovered something valuable? Oh, nope. Alright, not who I thought it was. Sherry turned around and held up the tooth. Augustin barely glanced at it. You've seen one silly Colodonta antiquatus upper molar. You've seen them all. At least I know for next time. Thanks, Sherry. Sherry has become such an expert in identifying animal fauna, considering she started in forensics. Forensics? Really? I know you teach it, but I didn't know it was your career, too. Yes, although the aims may be different, the goal is to identify human remains. In forensic anthropology, you mainly deal with recovering modern remains in legal context, while archaeology is broader and spans history. Interesting. How did you get into archaeology? I was called in to assist a colleague with a sacred burial ground. We identified the remains for historical purposes, and then reburied them again. Wow, I had no idea. You could say she has literal skeletons in her closet. True. Most of the skeletons used in my classes are donations or being borrowed from those sites. The rest are her previous lovers. Augustin, you jest. Just my first husband. Did... Melissa, you should resume cleaning now that we've identified the tooth. Right. I'm not very good at the lab work. Yay. I'm terrible in inquiry. I've got lab again today, too. I was braver this time. Instead of sitting at the end of the bench, I positioned myself right in the middle, hoping to mingle with the other students. I eyed the carton of apple juice that was just outside of my reach. I did not want to stand up and reach over, since that would seem rude. However, I wasn't sure if I could communicate clearly to the people beside me. It was worth a shot, though, and I did try to brush up on my French when I had the chance. Ask in French, ask for it in English. Let's try in French. Please, pronunciation, don't fail me now. I hesitantly extended my finger toward the item. Excusez-moi? Pouvez-vous, s'il vous plaît, passer le jus de pomme? The girl clapped a hand to her mouth in shock, then excitedly gestured with one arm in the air. Quoi? Tout le monde? Elle parlait français! Peux-tu te répéter? Répéter. Repeat. I stammered out the line, but finished strongly. Moments later, everyone applauded. Merci? As the claps died down, I felt a little more welcome here. It was rather encouraging. But it wasn't getting my juice any faster. It seemed my thoughts were heard, and the juice carton appeared beside my plate. I glanced up, and the redhead across from me smiled. Recognizing each other, we exchanged a grin. Merci beaucoup. You're welcome. Joan and I met already. I'm Melissa. Chantal, sorry for the spotlight, but I thought a little cheering would help. It's fine. I appreciate it. I poured my drink while Joan eyed me curiously. Chantal, she is from the States. Yep, California to be exact. Beaches, bikinis, movie stars, and all that jazz. To come all this way, you want to be an archaeologist as well? Yes, I jumped at the chance to excavate a Neanderthal site. I can't exactly do that back home. It's incredible to be surrounded by all this history. What about you two? What degrees are you taking? I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos from me, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.